Well, guys, here is my newest flyer in all of its glory. Spent a lot of time working on this, and it's a simple flyer for the Fully Free Films site. Since I don't have one yet, I decided to make one. And I decided also to put a gospel message on the back. The gospel in a nutshell. I wanted to put down my email address on there as well. I do have a stamper for that, so maybe I'll just use that. But there it is. Now I had to do a lot of toying around with this because it kept on getting clipped off. Well, first of all, this is just a practice run right here. You can see on the top it was getting clipped off. It's getting clipped off right here. And then I had it being clipped off on this side. And then I had this shading right here. For some reason, when I saved this, I was working on it, I saved it to come back to it later, and then all of a sudden there was a shading on here and I couldn't get rid of it. So eventually I did. I had to open up in a different program. It was just being very goofy. And then I was having a lot of issue on the back as well. You can see I put in bold the gospel portion, but I just had to toy with it a lot because it's getting clipped off over here or on the right side. I had to do some very specific things. I mean, I didn't want to abbreviate any of the Bible references like John or Romans or whatever, but I had to do it in just like one or two instances. And I just had to just really specific toying around. But anyway, so here it is, guys. So I kind of showcase several of the different movies that they have on here and give a little description, and then I have the other ones down here. Now I talked to or I left a comment on one of the recent videos for Living Waters on their YouTube page, and I basically asked them, hey guys, you should really have that movie on your Fully Free Film site on school shootings. Now they changed the name. It's not school shootings anymore. It's something like why are there mass shootings or something like that. I just thought that would be really, really good to have on there. And that's one I probably would have had in here where I would have given a description. I don't know which one I would take out. But anyway, so you can see the ones I left on there, 5 of them: 180, Exit, Atheist Delusion, Audacity, and Crazy Bible. And man, I really wanted to put some of these other ones on here. I wish I could have put 7 Reasons on there, even though it's related to 180. I left 180 up because that has more views, and you know that then I'm able to put down 5.7 million views. The Fool is great. I love Christmas Gone Viral. Dogs Can Talk is a fantastic one. Now Genius, I think I always said that was an underrated one, but Noah and the Last Days, I think if you can remove anything on the Fully Free Film site to replace it with the school shootings one, I think it would be that one. I'm not really going to get into why. I think that's the weakest one of all of them. So that's just my opinion anyway. I mean, it still gives the gospel message, which is great. But so there it is, guys. If you want this, I still have to print on the back side to get the gospel in a nutshell part. But if you want this, let me know. Email me at paradethegospel@gmail.com. Now, you're going to have to be very specific when you print these out. Hold on one second. Okay, so I'm using this free program my friend Trevor just told me about. It's called LibreOffice Writer. So I'm going to print this off. I just put a piece of paper in there. Now I'm using cardstock paper, multicolored cardstock paper. Got this at Walmart for pretty cheap. So page number 1, because for some reason I have 2 pages on there. I can't get rid of the second page. It's blank, but that's just the way I'm going to have to do it. If you guys can figure it out, if you get the file, then by all means change it. So there we go. Now, in my printer, to get the other side, I have to load it in this direction to get the back side. So hopefully it's kind of folded a little bit just because it's cardstock paper. So I hope this still works, and I'll go to the other one. Gospel in a nutshell. Now this one doesn't have the second page to it. So 1 copy. Okay. What do you think of that, Ginger? What do you think of that? Hey, Ginger. Hey, how you doing? Can you go outside? You go outside. I have to take you outside before we go to bed. It's late. It's like 11 o'clock. Yeah, go outside and go for a little walk maybe. All right, so hope this turned out. So it's on the right side. Now it does clip off just a hair on idolater and on entirely right there, but that's the best I could do. So let me know what you think of the gospel message on here. Try to fit in as much as I could, and if you guys know me, I love information. I would have put more information in here if I could. And I have a stamper, so I'll probably stamp my email address on the bottom right over here. We'll see, and I can change this as I go on. But guys, if you want this, let me know. paradethegospel@gmail.com. Oh, and by the way, when you cut it, you have to be very careful. Cut it right alongside, right here, straight up. And then as you cut across, just right above the fully free films part, right above, not too high, it might clip off a little bit maybe. I mean, I've only cut out so many of them, but it worked for me just fine, as you can see. It's getting a little close right here, but this is the bottom left side. So yeah, you want to go just right off the edge, right there. And they won't be all the same size. I think it's the top one that's a little bit longer for some reason. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so this is the top one. It's just a little bit longer up on top. Why that is, I don't know. I mean, this is this is the best I can do. I'm sure somebody can have it more professionally looking, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, all the necessary information is there. Good enough, I think. So let me know what you think, and if you want the files, let me know. God bless.